A bit of a temperature drop and some rain, which we'll talk about coming up in a couple of moments.
All right, thanks, Sean.
So happening tonight, 10 Democratic hopefuls will take the stage yet again.
It is the 5th Democratic presidential debate, and it's happening in Atlanta. But you won't see any Texas contenders on the stage. Just to recap, of course, Beto O'Rourke suspended his campaign, and former Housing Secretary Julian Castro failed to qualify. The debate is happening at the Tyler Perry Studios. It'll be hosted by MSNBC and The Washington Post, and it starts at 8 o'clock.
President Trump will join administration officials and Apple CEO Tim Cook at the Apple manufacturing plant in Austin.
Yeah, this follows Apple's decision to assemble its new Mac Pro computers in Austin. The president said this summer he wants to keep jobs from going overseas. Industry Week reports that Apple decided to build the computers in Texas after the Trump administration excluded the tech giant from tariffs on some parts made in China. Last December, Apple announced plans to build a brand new campus in Williamson County. That'll create about 5,000 jobs. The hope is that it'll go to 15,000 more. The Austin American-Statesman reports the new campus should open in 2021. This morning, the AP is reporting that 2 U.S. service members have been killed in a helicopter crash in Afghanistan. The cause is under investigation. Reports do not indicate that it was caused by enemy fire. The names of the service members have not yet been released. And lawmakers passed a short-term funding bill in an effort to avoid a government shutdown before funds expired this week. Funding will now last through December 20th. Now the Senate needs to look at the bill and have it signed by President Trump. Pittsburgh Pirates pitcher Felipe Vasquez is facing nearly 24 new counts in his sexual assault case. This is connected to child pornography found on his devices. Vasquez is facing 10 counts of child pornography and 10 counts of unlawful sexual contact with a minor. He's being charged in Westmoreland County, that is right outside of Pittsburgh. The 28-year-old was already facing charges, including statutory sexual assault connected to a 13-year-old. He's been in prison without bail since September. And in North Carolina, a man there is waking up behind bars after being arrested for human trafficking. This is all in Gaston County, right outside of Charlotte. State troopers there say they pulled over Edgar Ortiz yesterday. That's when he allegedly jumped and ran. He was caught 2 hours later. Investigators say they found 6 people, ages 18 to 30. His car had Arizona plates, although it's unclear if that's where he's from. Troopers say they were actually looking for drugs when they pulled him over. Of course, it is hunting season, but you got to play by the rules. The father and son are out on bond this morning. They were arrested after being accused of illegally hunting deer on a Houston college campus. 39-year-old Shane and 18-year-old Reed Strickland have been charged with taking certain wildlife without consent. Police say it all went down on the University of Houston Clear Lake campus close to Pasadena. Officials say they were caught Monday after being accused of allegedly killing a deer with a crossbow. The school is home to multiple wildlife animals, but they are off limits to hunters. The two have no affiliation with the school, and the dad has apologized.
During the early part of the day.
So another nice morning at the bus stop for the kiddos and their parents out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, let's get ready to go to school, right? Let's get ready to go to work. Let's also get ready to take you to the basketball court. So far this season, the Lady Bears have won by an average of 70 points per game. We'll take you inside their first test of the season when we come back.
And have you ever wanted to talk directly?
By the way, this morning I walked in and I saw your Food for Families promo video. It was out of this world.
Oh, thank you.
Keisha talking about the big event coming up.
Yes, and I'm so excited. Food for Families, fastly approaching though.
News 10's Christy Soto is live at one of the drop-off locations to give us some reminders before the big day. Christy, just give us a refresher. What do people need to know?
News 10.
A Central Texas school district is tackling an alarming trend among teenagers. Last night, West ISD hosted a program about the dangers of teen vaping. It came at the request of parents. District officials hosted a drug and alcohol awareness team during the program. Some concerned parents in the audience admitted that their kids vape. School leaders in West say they've seen an alarming uptick in student use.